What kind of Ukraine have you seen? Is it the blazing fire under the fierce war, or the beautiful scenery on the vast fertile land? When you are tired of the intensive and overflowing, why not take a look at the glorious and brilliant past here? In this video, let us also be like birds, leaving the ground, soaring into the sky. The result will definitely exceed your imagination. From ancient castles to sacred churches, from the towering Carpathian Mountains to the colorful Dnieper River bank, from the Chernobyl Exclusion Zone to the Crimean Peninsula, which is suffering from sovereignty disputes, from natural geography to humanities and history, it is also an unprecedented ultimate experience. From now on, fly in the sky with Kin Adventures. Our first stop is Kyiv, the capital of Ukraine. This city is located in north-central Ukraine. It has a population of nearly 3 million, ranking it the 7th largest city in Europe by population, or so as a Slavic settlement, as it was located on the trade route between Scandinavia and Constantinople. It thrived and prospered, and thrived. To date, Kyiv is an important cultural. This is one of the important modern landmarks of Kyiv, the Motherland Monument. It is a 62-meter high stainless steel statue built to commemorate the soldiers of the former Soviet Union. The mother's left and right hands hold a shield and a sword respectively. Since 2016, the Ukrainian government has planned to remove the Soviet national emblem on the shield. The Soviet national emblem is still intact. Next to the statue is Kyiv's most famous historical complex, the Picturesque Lavra. This is a historic Eastern Orthodox Christian monastery built in 1051. It is named after a man-made cave, kilometers long, and is named after it. It is now listed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It is now also one of the 7 wonders of Ukraine. The church complex is centered on a 97-meter high golden dome. This is the tallest church bell tower in Europe, in the heart of Kyiv. There is also a church and cave monastery, and are also among the 7 wonders of Ukraine. This is the St. Sophia Cathedral. There are 3 St. Sophia cathedrals in the world, and this is one of them. Sophia, translated from Greek, means the wisdom of God, and this church undoubtedly also reflects the wisdom of the builders. Under the 19 green domes lies the world's largest and most complete collection of mosaics. This is 1,000 years ago. People used glass and metal ox hides to mix 177 different colors of mosaics. Each mosaic is less than 2 square millimeters, and they used more than 2 million mosaics to make this church incredibly sacred and beautiful, and this is unique in the world. Next, we go north to Kyiv Oblast in Ukraine, on the border with Belarus. Pripyat, remember, an abandoned city. This is because the famous Chernobyl nuclear power plant is located near the city. In April 1986, the Chernobyl nuclear accident occurred. Both the cost and the casualties to be the worst nuclear disaster in human history. 25 years after the city was abandoned, in 2011, Pripyat was open to the public. Today, everyone can witness the desolate area around Chernobyl, and the abandoned buildings of Pripyat can give you an eerie post-apocalyptic feeling. This Ferris wheel was originally planned to be. Unexpectedly, it was abandoned before it was even opened in order to reinforce the nuclear power plant and prevent the continuous spread of radiation. People built a sarcophagus over the nuclear power plant 26 years later in order to protect the safety of the old sarcophagus. A length of 150 meters and a width of 257 meters was completed in 2016. This is the largest movable building ever built by mankind. The Dnieper River is the 4th largest river in Europe. This river runs through the entire north and south of Ukraine. It originates in Russia and flows into the Black Sea, nourishing the land of Ukraine. At the same time, with the low-lying terrain and low winter temperatures, all these favorable conditions allow the soil in Ukraine to fully retain organic matter, forming a fertile black soil layer, which also gives Ukraine the reputation of being the granary of Europe, making it the 3rd largest grain exporter in the world. In Zaporizhia, Ukraine, there is the largest island on the Dnieper River, Khortytsia Island. The island is picturesque with various grasslands, riverbank floodplains, forests, rocks, and vegetation. Various natural complexes are rarely combined, making it another one of the 7 wonders of Ukraine. Sich is a war fortress surrounded by fences on the outside and fortifications built inside. The Cossacks rose up in revolt, successively challenging the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth, Tsarist Russia, and the Crimean Khanate. So this siege on Khortytsia Island has been considered a symbol of Ukraine's national status. Now let's go west to the Carpathian Mountains. This is a huge mountain range in Central Europe. The mountain range passes through Slovakia, Poland, Hungary, Ukraine, and Romania. Part of this mountain range is occupied by Ukraine. The vast rolling mountains are covered with dense forests, rocks, rivers, and lakes form magical landscapes. Here, for more than 5 months of the year, it is covered with thick snow, making it a good place for skiing. Autumn is the most beautiful season in this mountain range. It is covered with a variety of brilliant colors. This is one of the symbols of the Carpathian Mountains, Lake Kunihunda. This is the largest and most mysterious alpine lake in Ukraine, and also a pure land on Earth. Being in it, it is as if you are integrated with nature. 160 kilometers from the Carpathian Mountains, this city also has a rich history. In the old town of Lviv, the unique hues and atmosphere are mesmerizing. Many precious buildings here have been listed as World Heritage Sites. Today's Lviv is the 5th largest city in Ukraine. It is also an extremely important cultural during the 2020 Russo-Ukrainian War. As the Ukrainian capital Kyiv was under serious threat, many consular agencies of European and American countries, making it a de facto accompanying capital. There is also an interesting thing about Lviv, which is that this place is definitely a paradise for coffee lovers. This city has more than 1,500 cafes, making it the place with the highest number of cafes per capita. Bokota is located in Khmelnytsky Oblast in western Ukraine. This is a very beautiful area, and also the largest nature reserve in Ukraine. With the huge Bokota Bay and rocky cliffs overlooking the river, you can stand on the edge for a long time, enjoying the carefree view and the surrounding tranquility. Near Bokota, Kamyanets-Podilsky Castle. People simply call it KP Castle. This castle is also one of the 7 wonders of Ukraine, built in the 14th century. Due to its strategic location, the castle has been influenced by many foreign invaders over the years, perfectly blending with the surrounding natural environment, coupled with thousands of years of history and resistance. It is known as the most beautiful medieval castle. Odessa is a major tourist center on the northwestern coast of the Black Sea in southwestern Ukraine, a seaport and transportation hub. Odessa has a pleasant climate with moderate temperature and humidity, making it a world-famous tourist and resort destination. Due to its natural harbor, which is ice-free all year round, it occupies an important position in water and land transportation. It can also be considered a city of sunshine. Of course, in addition to seaside tourism, Odessa is also a city with a strong artistic atmosphere. The Odessa National Academic Opera and Ballet Theater, built in 1809, the horseshoe-shaped hall and unique acoustic effects allow performers to transmit whispers from the stage to any part of the hall. Tchaikovsky once composed here, Liszt held a piano concert here, and Gogol directed a comedy here. So, this is not only the most beautiful theater in Ukraine, but Forbes magazine also listed it as one of the most remarkable buildings in Eastern Europe. Finally, we head to Crimea. The status of Crimea is currently disputed. It was annexed by Russia in 2014. But the United Nations and other countries still recognize Crimea as part of Ukraine. And if you want to travel to Crimea, you now need a Russian visa. Leaving politics aside, Crimea is indeed a paradise for travelers, because there is sunshine and beaches, sea and blue sky, green boulevards, and also earthy yellow mountains. There are also earthy yellow mountains. These together form the dreamlike colors of Crimea. In addition to the beautiful scenery, the Crimean Peninsula also has a profound historical and cultural heritage. Kesenesis. In the 6th century BC, colonists from across the Black Sea came here to build a city. Kesenesis became an important economic and trade center. With the capture by the Mongols of the Yuan dynasty in the 13th century, Kesenesis was gradually abandoned. The monument to the scuttled ships was built in 1905 to commemorate the 50th anniversary of the siege of Sevastopol during the Crimean War. Many ships of the Russian Imperial Navy were sunk here. The Swallow's Nest Castle is built on the 40-meter-high Aurora Cliff. It was built in 1911 by a German oil tycoon as a decorative observation castle. It has a strong German fairytale style. Over time, Swallow's Nest Castle has become a symbol of the southern coastline of Crimea and has appeared in many Soviet films, seeing so many beautiful landscapes. Which one is your favorite? Welcome to send bullet comments or leave your opinions in the comment section. Finally, I hope the war will end soon, and I will have the opportunity to visit Ukraine and experiencing the profound history and culture here. If you like this video, please don't forget to press the like button below the video. This is Kin Adventures.